So last time I promised you guys that I would explain my mistake and how I knew that there was a D here, even though I didn't write it. I had tracked it through to here, and I canceled this one with the squared one, but I forgot to write it here. And then I didn't carry it over to the next page. So I'd done all the way down to this line, I think, before I realized that I had missed that D. And the reason I knew that I made a mistake was that I had it written without the D. So I had L over this term here. So I knew that once I canceled those L's like I did down here, I would have ended up with lambda over 2 pi epsilon naught, or lambda over 2 pi epsilon naught, which I knew that I knew that was wrong because there needs to be a dependence on the distance for the electric field from a line charge, and I didn't have that. So I knew I'd lost it somewhere. Had to go back and find it. So it was just a simple matter of realizing that I'd forgotten to write the D at some point, and then just finding that line and then copying it through and then solving and fixing the problem. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys and will help you guys to track your own mistakes. Now, a little bit deeper thought of how do I know that there is supposed to be a component for D in there. Well, I mean, one, I knew that in the Gauss's law equation for a line charge, if we go back to those notes, I knew that the answer was supposed to be that. So I knew that I should be able to reproduce that, and I hadn't. But maybe another answer I could say is that the only one that doesn't have a dependence on position or distance away from it is the one for a plane, for an infinitely charged plane. And that's because no matter how far you get away from that infinite plane, it still fills as much of your view, right? The plane doesn't get any smaller in a way. Like, sure, I'm farther away from it, but those components that canceled out are now going to cancel out a little less. So those x components shift to the y, and then they start adding. So they're farther away, so that r squared term has an effect, but that sine theta term turns it so they're more vertical. Maybe some of this was helpful to you guys, but hopefully it helps you guys solve your own solve problems and find your own mistakes. See you next time.